Hello and welcome to another episode of the Whisky Snob. My name is Tolga and today I am here at Path Bar School in Dubai. I'm going to be going through a selection of whiskies. I'll put them in separate videos for you guys. I know it's been a while since you've seen me. I have missed you. Don't worry, I have been drinking lots of whiskey, so we'll get into that in a little while. I'm just going to get stuck straight in. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm doing a blended whiskey. As you can see from this lovely bottle, it's shaking and sort of rocking on this counter. I'm having the Johnnie Walker, John Walker and Sons Odyssey. So this is a bit of a special bottle. It was released as a special release and was promoted with the launch of a 157-foot yacht sailing across the world to basically promo the release of this bottle. It's about $1,100 per bottle. So it's not cheap. It's part of their more sort of exclusive range. Lovely. So I know there's a lot of Johnnie Walker is probably one of the most successful and one of the most sort of pioneering whiskies of art in its time. The whole reason why they started doing square bottles was because they were the first to export into the US. And what they found was that if they were to put their bottles in squares or square shapes, they could fit more bottles in a box, and they would have less breakage while it crossed the Atlantic Ocean. From there, obviously, they've kept the shape of the box, but obviously this is very, very different to Johnnie Walker. The liquid inside is also very, very different. This is rather than being a blend of malt and grain, this is a blend of 3 single malts. Now they've kept the identity of those 3 single malts a secret, but we'll try and see what we can get out of it. I might have a super nose. I might see what I can do. Putting my nose into this thing straight away, it's just so rich and so musty. You can tell there's a malt that's been matured in a sherry cask. There's a nice amount of smoke in there. Lots of sweetness, a little bit of stewed fruit, some citrus. It's actually making me smile. That's how good it is. And look, the bottle's still going backwards and forwards. I don't know if that's distracting for you, but I actually find it quite funny. They made it like this because of the boat they've got, the Voyager, so that when you're on the high seas or on the ocean, the bottle won't fall over. So if you're going through rough seas, it will just rock backwards and forwards and you'll be fine. Really getting some rich sweetness, some demerara sugars, rich caramel. But there is some lovely sort of sweet orange blossoms in there. The mustiness is there, but it's sort of lost. It loses a little bit as it oxidizes. Really getting my nose in there, and it's really just giving me so much. I just want to basically just live here with my nose in this glass forever. It's not very strong. It's only 40%. Very smooth, very well balanced. There's some real. The first thing that hits you is a real woody character, heavy oak. But the sweetness that comes through on that, a little bit of banana, some raw almonds, and just a hint of clove and cardamom. it's got a very well balanced spice and fruit ratio. It's really, really good on the palate. Very smooth. You don't actually feel like you're drinking whiskey. It's like juice almost. It's not very complex. There's lots going on, but it's so easy to sort of decipher what's there. It just gives you just enough to basically say, okay, there's a little bit of peat, there's a little bit of char, there's a little bit of fruit, there's a little bit of sherry, there's a little bit of rose. It's good. However, being a blended malt, even if the finish just slightly is a bit too short. I'd love for it to just basically keep kicking me in the bollocks for about 3-4 minutes just to enjoy it and to give me a bit more heat, but it doesn't. The taste is there, it's lovely, it keeps giving you lots of flavour, but then all of a sudden it stops. Like usually you might, on a good single malt, you get a nice lingering warmth as part of their finish, and even the finish will develop from one taste to another. It will give you heat, then it will develop into spice, then it might become oily or creamy or chocolatey. With this, it takes you there, it takes you there, it takes you there, and then boom, you're off that cliff, and it's like, well, better have some more then, which is fine. But $1,100 a bottle, I think you'd be through that bottle in about a couple of hours and not even notice, because it's such a nice whiskey. At 40%, guys, me, when I do a review, I usually add a bit of water to open up the whiskey and to see what else it gives. At 40%, I don't actually think this whiskey needs anything. If I was to put even a drop of water in it, I think I might lose the integrity of the whiskey. It's such a fantastic dram. If I catch any of you guys putting fucking Coke into this, I'm going to smash you in the bollocks. It's a fantastic whiskey. Don't be stupid. Brilliant. Right, and on that note, loving you always. Thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. Massive thank you to Path Bar School. You guys have been wonderful. Thank you for letting me rummage around your bottles, and I look forward to being back here again. Thank you so much.